Aliyah, how would you describe the emotions of that fourth quarter and maybe why you all weren't able to get over the hump at the end?
I think for us, we just have to make sure that we're playing consistent throughout the whole game. It's pretty easy to just say that not getting over the hump in that fourth quarter, but I think our start, in that second quarter, they outscored us by a bit, so we have to make sure that our start is better, so that when we do get to the fourth quarter, it doesn't have to be this close. But I mean, it was competitive basketball. We got ourselves in a hole to start. We got back in it, tied the game up. Sometimes the ball just doesn't roll your way, but I think if we prioritize the way we start, it's going to be better for us in that fourth quarter.
Physical into the game, I don't know word this the right way. How do you accept officiating without letting it, I guess, affect how you go about and execute the rest of the game?
Yeah, when it comes to accepting, it's like we don't really have a choice because they're going to call what they want to call. And so for us, I mean, even for me, I miss some of those easy around the rim. I think for me, I have to put them in the rim for just post talk. And we just have to finish through contact. If we don't get it, we don't get it, but we have to give ourselves the best opportunity to get that basket.
What do you think allowed them to kind of take hold of that game during the fourth quarter? They won a 16-2 run to pull it out.
Yeah, the way they started, I think they hit some threes, opened up the floor a little bit, and then they went inside to Jonquel, and she was able to get some fouls around the rim, and they were trying to get downhill. I think for us, we just have to make sure that we're there. We have to make sure that we're pulled over in our help side because New York is a great team. They shoot the ball so well, so the floor is able to just be as wide as they want it to be, and so for us, we have to make sure that we can shrink that a little bit more.
Aliyah, obviously a disappointing loss, but you've had a really strong start to the season. How would you assess your own play and what's led to that?
I mean, I'm really just out there hooping, doing what my team needs for me. I think for me, I try not to honestly look at how I'm doing, but what I'm doing to affect our team, and so just making sure that I can do everything, score the ball around the rim, be consistent there. So for me, that's really my focus, just making sure that I'm consistent, scoring the ball, defending, and being able to grab some rebounds.
Aliyah, they went to the line 32 times. I know that's something
wow.
you guys. I guess from the standpoint of obviously they've got a really tough inside game, but is that something you guys can maybe work on to keep teams from getting that many opportunities at the foul line?
Yeah, I mean, we gave them 25 points from the free throw line. If you take away 25 or even half of that, that's a whole different game. So we definitely have to make sure that we don't foul, especially low clock, getting downhill. Sometimes you might as well just maybe give one free one, or if we're gonna foul them, then we have to make sure that they're not gonna knock it down. So for us, I think that's definitely way too many, but on the other end, we also gotta get to the free throw line a little bit more.
What do you feel like was so effective in that third quarter with allowing them just 13 points, 4 made field goals in that period?
Yeah, our defense picked up. I think we were in the passing lanes, we were denying, making all their catches tough. So I think, once again, it goes back to our start. They scored 30 points that first quarter, even though we had 29, that's way too much for us. So we have to make sure, once again, we're up, we're denying, we're getting in their space because they're a great team, and if they can pick you apart, they're gonna do that.
With the way that they run their offense, setting screens seem like kind of pulling you away from the basket. I guess how did you guys try to adjust that defensively against our offense?
I think the more physical you are with screens, making sure that I'm up on the screens, and then once again, making sure our help side is pulled over. When we're able to shrink the court a little bit, kind of give them the option that we want to give them, I think it works definitely in our favor. So for us, just making sure we're aware of that every single possession.
Last one.
And at the end of the third quarter, beginning of fourth quarter, you're up by 12. Are you surprised a little bit that you're sitting here talking about a game you've lost?
I mean, am I surprised? I'm going to say yes, because obviously we don't want to lose, but I think this gives us an opportunity to go back and learn and grow. We just played against the reigning champs, right? And we're up 12 going into that fourth. And so for us, there is stuff that we look at and say, listen, this is what we worked, because we are going to see them again. And making sure that when it comes to that fourth quarter, obviously we know we have to dig deep, but especially them as the reigning champs, they're going to come out, they're going to try and hit from every angle. And so for us, making sure that when we go back and we look at film, we see exactly what worked for them in that fourth quarter, so we can make sure we come back and,
Thanks, Lou.
awesome. Thank you guys.
Thank you.